So if you've been with Coinbook for a little while, you've noticed that we have a partnership with Block 30. And two of the products that Block 30 have come up with in collaboration with Coinbook is this product called Block 3 and Block 5. And so I thought it'd be good to take a little bit of time to explain sort of how that came about and part of the philosophy behind that concept, as far as I understand it. So, the CEO of Block 30, Brian Foote, he and I met at a conference about a year ago, probably a little over a year ago, and we were kind of introduced, and just in the past few months, we kind of resurrected our relationship and got to talking. And the idea was to create sort of I'm hesitant to use the word mutual fund, but it's supposed to act like a mutual fund. It needs to be an index of high quality coins that somebody who doesn't want to go through all of the process of diversifying into and kind of creating their own portfolio, that they can just easily buy a single basket of coins all in one shot. So there were a couple of problems that we had to overcome in constructing this index or this basket. One is at Coinbook we are very against the idea of paper assets, or so what I mean by that is that people buy a Bitcoin without actually acquiring a Bitcoin. It's just a ledger on somebody's spreadsheet. That's how fractional reserve banking works. People say, I've deposited $1, and then the bank lends out a bunch of money, and the amount that they say they have in the bank is never the amount that is actually in the bank. So at Coinbook, we want to have coins for every single purchase that every person has. That way, we are taking coins off the market, and it gives strength to each individual coin's economy. Because by reducing supply, it has an impact on price and also demand. So the idea of doing an index is there are two ways to go about it. One is to create a paper index that, as the coins increase or decrease in value, the percentage, we can keep the percentage of each coin constant. Well, the only way to do that is to either sell micro amounts of each of the coins as one pumps and the other one drops to keep those percentages consistent, or we can offer the coins in a basket such that at the time of purchase, each coin remains each in its certain percentage. So now, what we decided to do was to use the percentages that Block 30 supplied. So their algorithm and their numbers people, they got together and calibrated the right mix of coin disparity between each of the major coins in each fund. And we at Coinbook didn't put any input into this. This is something that is part of their product, that's part of their ingenuity. And so we took the percentages that they wanted, and when you buy a Block 3 or Block 5, you are acquiring each a percentage according to their algorithm of each of those coins. But what we also do is we pull out those individual coins and store them internally. So you can't withdraw a part of a Block 3 and a part of a Block 5. So you can't just say, well, I want my Bitcoin portion. We keep it in a basket because that was the intention behind the product. If you were intending on having each individual asset separately, then you just want to buy those each separately. But the idea is that by being able to buy a fund like this, it also gives you exposure to everything and lets the Block 30's kind of mathematicians take care of all of the hard work. On the other side of of this is is sort of the exchange portion. So we offer the purchase and the sell of the block 3 and 5, and we essentially sell them at market at the prices that we offer anybody. There's a tiny fee that goes back to block 30 to help them maintain their operations, and it's essentially to pay them for their work that they did on the algorithms and things like that. So all in all, it's a great product, and but there are you know, the fact that, let's say, Bitcoin doubles and Litecoin drops in half, those percentages are real when you purchase them, but as one goes up and one goes down, the percentages of your baskets will reflect that. So as you continue to buy, it'll bring those averages back into place, or if you continue to sell. So the idea is, hopefully, these products will be the type of thing, kind of a foundation for a retirement even. So on a semi, so let's say, so it's kind of dollar cost averaging, where you would buy every week or buy every month or something like that, and slowly get in as the prices are fluctuating, and then you get a really nice mix. One easy way to do that is, now that we have the accounting and routing numbers for deposits, some users will put a routing and account number in their employer and say, hey, I want 10% of my paycheck paid to this routing and account number, and then they can load their Coinbook account and make those purchases on a regular basis. So I hope that helps clarify. If I missed anything, reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer any other questions.